Hey, what up guys? Welcome back to my channel, LS Dusty. It's your boy T. Today we're going to be working on getting the cold side and everything ready to get on the front end. I think I'm going to start by taking this transcooler off and then most likely setting it on the ground so it can drain a little bit because I got to unhook the weigh-in lines. So I'm going to start out by getting the transcooler line off and then, or the transcooler off, and then most likely get the bracket for the intercooler and just mount it up here, see how it mounts, and go from there. So alrighty guys, so I got my transcooler all out. As you see, we leaked a little bit of fluid. I got my fan down there. Got the other line still hooked up and the other line right here. But I think what's next is we're gonna move the power steering cooler. Huron Speed recommends that you just remove this 10mm bolt and like move it to the side right here onto the side of the bracket just for a little extra clearance. So that's what I'm gonna go and do right now. Alrighty guys, so I got my intercooler bracket already mounted up there. It's still loose because I want to make sure everything fits just right before I tighten everything down. So I'm gonna go and get the intercooler mounted up there. Alrighty guys, so we got our intercooler all mounted up. We ran into one small issue is we didn't get provided the bolts for the bottom. So I just went to my local hardware store and got the bolts. So let me go and show you the size if you guys ran into the same issue that I'm running into. Here's the size that you need for the bottom. You need just enough bite to get it to bite into the bottom of the intercooler. It's the perfect bolt that you need. And then also the other issue that I'm running into is this bolt's actually sinking into the bracket itself, where you can't get the socket on because you can't fit the socket inside there. So the issue that the way I fixed it was I just grabbed a big washer. Easy, just simple as that. Simple as this. So if I can get it through there. Sorry guys, I'm trying to do this with one hand. So yep, that'll fix that issue. And so now I'm gonna go on and get the transcooler and the intercooler all mounted up and ready to go. So let's get to it. Alrighty guys, so I did get the transcooler all mounted up. I did use the factory bolts from the transcooler being held up here, but I also had to go to the hardware store and get the bolts for the bottom. The size for the bolts that thread into the bracket for the transcooler is right here. Came with 4, so used 2 of them, and I used the factory 2 at the top, as you can see. But I also had to add, if you can see, those spacers, like 7 spacers, just to clear the bolt that holds the bracket. So guys, be careful when you're installing this. Be mindful that that bolt does protrude, and if you don't, and if you mount it up just straight to the bracket, you're going to puncture your transcooler. So that is that. I only added the spacers at the bottom, and it clears perfectly. So we got that mounted. Now I think we're going and add the charge pipes. So let's go on and do that. Alrighty guys, so we got our transcooler and our intercooler all mounted up. We got our charge pipes on along with all the clamps, nice and snug. Everything looks good. I still got to order the IAT sensor. Probably gonna order that from Summit today. Hopefully get here by Monday or Tuesday. But yeah, I think next video we're gonna be doing the first start. Hell yeah. It looks so good. I'm so happy with it. Alrighty guys, so I wanted to add something in. This video should have been up at the beginning of this week, but I actually ran into an issue. I think it was like Tuesday or something, where the cold side piping wasn't, lining up with the turbocharger and everything. And I sent a bunch of videos to Huron Speed, and they noticed that they actually sent me the wrong intercooler, which is, I guess, was the bigger version of the intercooler that I was supposed to get. And they came up with the solution was either they can send me a new intercooler for the smaller one, and I would send this one back, or I can just upgrade to the V4 kit. And that's honestly what I did, was I just upgraded to the V4 kit because, I mean, the V3 kit was discontinued. I didn't want to run into issues down the road where, something were to break, like, one of the piping and stuff like that. Instead of, being able to order through them, I wouldn't be able to get it. So I just ended up getting a V4 kit. This is their V3 kit that they had. They just told me I can keep it. They're not gonna, they got no use for it. So they told me I keep it, and then I actually upgraded to the V4 kit. I did have to pay a little more, to upgrade it, which wasn't a lot, honestly. Like, I'm very happy, with the deal they worked out with me. And the reason why I went up there is because I don't want to run into issues down the road where I can't, get a part, especially a part that's, discontinued. So I just ended up getting a newer kit. This is their newer kit, so, and it worked out great. So thank you, Huron Speed, for the great customer service. I can't, I'm beyond happy. So that all worked out. It also came with a bunch of extra, like, couplers and stuff like that. So yeah, man, and clamps. So Huron Speed, the customer service was A1, and they helped me right away. It wasn't no like 2 to 3 day, I'll get back to you. They actually got back to me as soon as they opened. Like, I think they opened up at 8 or 9 o'clock, and literally as soon as they opened, I got an email and then like maybe around like 10 or 11 that day, I got a call. So, but they took care of me, so I'm happy with them. Well, guys, since we got our cold side done, I think that's just gonna wrap it up for this video. I think next video we're gonna try to attempt to start this thing. Maybe take the fuel pump fuse out, get prime the engine, the oil pump, and everything. Get all the oil circulating right before we get that initial start. So, with that being said, thanks for following my channel, LS Dusty. It's your boy T. Please comment, like, and subscribe. It would mean a lot. Like I said, I read all my comments. I take the time. I like enjoying. I like the tips that you guys leave me, or, the thumbs up and everything. So, like I said, until next video, peace.